Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Pernille.
I'm Maximus.
I'm Dexter.
Welcome
to the Wildlife.
One family on an epic journey, otherwise known as life. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more of our videos in the future. Here is your long-awaited tour of our 1984 Airstream Motorhome. It is a 310 Unlimited with a 7.4 liter or the 454 big block Chevy engine in it. It's built on a P30 van chassis, 31 feet long, wood grain in all its glory. It's got this amazing rear bedroom with panoramic curved windows. Massive zip-D awning. It's in great shape for being original. No rips or tears in it. One of the things I found really nice about this vehicle is how easy the door opens and closes. I've seen some where it's really tough. Hey, how's it going? I've seen some where they're really tough to open and close. We haven't done a ton to the outside. We have put on a new Dometic low profile air conditioner. And the back, we replaced the air conditioner with the Max Air fan. It's got this really cool spotlight that still works with the controls on the inside. Okay, here's this super cool spotlight. So you have two options. You can go to spot or you can go to flood. And once this is turned on, you can move the light up and left and right. And we'll go back left and back down to its spot. Beautiful, bright, large windscreens. Alcoa aluminum wheels. We put rubber on just a little while ago, so all the tires are in great shape. We haven't figured out exactly how big this propane tank is, but we're pretty sure it's about 100 pounds at least. It's enough to keep us going for a long time. There are two of these compartments, one on this side and one on the other. They are lockable. It's a good place to keep extra tool, oil, anything else you want to bring along with you that you don't want inside your coach. I installed an extra propane line here so that we can barbecue outside. It's got a shut-off valve just on the inside. It's an electrical outlet here when you're plugged into shore power. This is the vent for the fridge. It's a Dometic two-way fridge, works on 110 AC when you're on shore power as well as propane. How long would you say the propane lasts for when we're using the fridge?
Oh, I don't know. It's a long time.
This is where the generator used to be. There was a 7,000 watt Kohler generator. We use it for storage now because we have our 2,000 watt Honda generator in here, which is much smaller, so it gives us much more space. I have considered replacing it with a Onan, I think it's a 2,700 watt generator that would be built in and run off the gas line that's already plumbed into there. We had replaced the furnace in the back, and so we reoriented the intake and the exhaust. That's why this patch is here. Fresh water intake. Spare tires in here, it's in great shape. Windows are in perfect condition, there's no chips or anything here. This is the electrical compartment. So you've got your shore power plug, 30 amp service. We've also got a new Vi-Air air compressor, which fills up our airbags. All the storage on the outside is great. Gas tank is here. It is a gas engine, not diesel. Got your outlet for your gray in your black water tank. This is the up front furnace that was replaced as well. Pretty good. This is the other compartment. I think we got some firewood in this one, if I recall. Yeah, smells yummy in there. Here is the battery compartment. We just replaced the batteries with a new interstate battery for the motor and 2 new interstate batteries for the coach, or for the house side. I keep a charger on the motor battery all the time, so that's the motor battery. Here, these are the 2 house batteries. The charger helps us just make sure that the motor battery stays charged. This is the compartment that leads to the spaces underneath the couch, so it's a really nice place to access the storage. I've also run an air line from that new compressor and tank up to here, so you can run some air tools on this if you want to fill up bike tires or do anything else. We've done a ton of mechanical work to this old girl, including putting in new air springs from Firestone in the back, new Bilstein shocks in the back. This is literally brand new, never been used. Bilstein steering damper and the Super Steer bell cranks, which have been used. They were put on by the previous owner. We installed the Doug Thorley Tri-Y headers. Definitely got a performance boost out of those. That's about it for the outside. Let's head on in. Like our trailer, we actually stripped the vinyl off the inside of the door here. This is what it can look like if you just expose the raw aluminum that's already underneath that beige vinyl that's inside. So a few things right off the bat that you see. We had replaced the Gaucho couch with an actual real memory foam bed. And it's on a frame from Richelieu with gas shocks. Why don't you just go ahead and show them how easy it is to lift this now. So there's all the storage underneath. That's a tabletop that'll go in. There's the bed frame and the gas shocks. Works really well. We keep the bedding for the boys in this fleece tube here. So all they have to do is pull out their duvets and pillows, and then they've got their bedding for the night. During the day, or if we're going to watch a movie, we use it as a backrest. The cockpit in the 1984 Airstream Motorhomes was updated from 1983, so you've got a nicer dash, got a really cool steering wheel. Upgraded stereo. I put in some 110 AC outlets. I got these really nice looking ones from Lowe's and installed them and hooked them up to the 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter that we have installed. Flex steel leather seats. We just put in this little plastic organizer here. I think it was from Part Source or somewhere like that. Down to the right of our pure sine wave inverter, we have a battery switch. When it's on number 1, that is just the 2 coach batteries that we have that are wired in parallel. When it's on 1+2, it's using the coach and the motor batteries. And when it's on just 2, it's accessing just the motor battery. We've found this really useful before we replaced our motor battery, because we could switch it to 1 and 2 and use the house batteries to start the vehicle if the motor battery is dead. Ever since we've got a new motor battery, we haven't had that issue. This is a double set of outlets that we've installed underneath the couch. The left side is active when we're hooked up to shore power, and the right side is active when the inverter is turned on. These are two power bars that we have up by the couch, and they correspond to the yellow and black cables that go into those outlets down below. So the white power bar works when we're on shore power, and the black power bar works when we have the inverter turned on, running off the batteries. The TV lift is from Fratelli Automotion. The soundbar is a Vizio soundbar that we got from Costco. I'll put links below. And in our next video, I'm going to finish hooking up the sound system, and we'll give this unit a test drive. There's all this built-in storage up top here with the tambour doors. They all function pretty well. There's the thermostat for the new furnace that was installed up front, and of course our kitchen. The original kitchen sink. We did replace the stove. We love the oven here. We've cooked many delicious pizzas inside of there. We got these little doodads from IKEA for the knives, and just little nooks to hold things. Funky clock. Here's the original fridge, which works great. It's actually quite a large fridge. Lots of room. We lived in here for a total of 9 months full-time, family of 4, and didn't have a problem with the space of this fridge and freezer. This is the original Airstream monitoring panel. Shows you what your propane, main holding tank, auxiliary holding tank, and freshwater tank levels are. As well, there's a start button for the generator over here, and coach battery condition and auto battery condition, as well as an on-off switch for the, it's actually a 3-way on-off switch for the water pump. We installed a secondary propane line by the front door that pulls out. We used it for a catalytic heater by Olympian, I think it was it Olympic or Olympian? A Wave 6 heater, worked awesome. It produced a little bit of humidity, but it put out a lot of heat and didn't use any electricity. This line has 2 shutoff valves, one inside and one outside, so you don't have to worry about somebody accidentally opening it and dying of propane inhalation. We'll take you into the back bedroom. On the way here you can see the shower. Plenty big enough for an adult to shower in comfortably. Always got to have a first aid kit. And here is pretty much my favorite feature of the motorhome. These panoramic windows in the back bedroom. Just gives you an amazing view of wherever you are camped out. In the back above the window there's some extra storage, more timbre doors. We have these great little fabric, what would you call them, pots? Yeah. Great little fabric pots, storage bins to hold stuff. Fabric's always good, doesn't make noise.
Yeah.
When we installed the new furnace in the back bedroom underneath the bed, we put in this new grate system. So it blows the hot air. Instead of just having it come out underneath the bed, it comes out against the window, which is where it should be. I created these LED light tubes and installed them using a dimmer switch, and they work great. Nice modern look. We also put in some funky little coat racks here that we got from IKEA. And there's a TV stand that will swing out. I had a 27-inch iMac on there, so it can support quite a bit of weight. Here's a thermostat and the on-off switch for the rear furnace. It's a Suburban. Can't remember the model number, but it works really well. Some more organizing bits that we picked up from IKEA. Because I knew I'd be having some computer equipment in the back bedroom, I wanted to install new shore power. And I also ran a line from the 1000-watt pure sine inverter to the back. So this side is inverter power, this side is shore power. There's also an Ethernet cable that runs to the front where the Apple Airport Extreme base station is. So we're all hooked up. The back closets are quite big. This side we pretty much just left as is with a hanging bar. But on the other side, we installed these custom shells using aluminum angle and, what is it, corrugated plastic?
Yeah.
Clear corrugated plastic. These bins we got from IKEA. They fit in, well, we designed it so they fit in there perfectly. And we each got a bin, and that's all we really needed aside from the hang clothes. There's room for 1, 2, 3, 4, plus a little bit at the top. So each family member got a bin to put their t-shirts, underwear, socks, and pants in.
It's perfect. Love it.
Another one of our favorite features back here is we installed a Tempur-Pedic bed lift. So when you're sitting in bed, you can raise the head of it up. Whether you're watching TV or reading, working on your laptop, works great. So it's pretty much a full seated position. Super comfortable, right?
It's awesome.
Couple little drawers in the bottom here. And underneath there, they're just fold-out drawers, or fold-out door panels, where you can stuff some things in. That's the wheel well underneath there. That's why it's not full drawers back there. These lines over here are for the aux heater. I put a second aux heater underneath the bed, so when we're driving, it can draw heat from the engine, and even in minus 33, it keeps it toasty back here. On the left side, on the way back to the front, is the bathroom. We've installed a Nature's Head composting toilet, and because we're always in need of storage, we have some extra shelving that we have some tools and work bits on. We also put in a hanging rack inside the bathroom here so that we can dry out our ski clothes, which works really well because at the bottom there's a hot air vent coming from the front furnace.
Thank you for joining us on the tour of our 1984 Airstream Motorhome. If there's anything that you would like to see in more detail, let us know in the comments below. We have hundreds of hours of footage we still have to edit and post. Topics like restoring our Airstream trailer, fixing our Airstream motorhome and traveling in her, pulling teeth with a bow and arrow, and most recently, a parent's guide to the wonderful world of Minecraft. Our intention for the channels is to inspire you to go and experience your own epic journey. Give us a like if you appreciated our video, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this wild bunch. If our videos entertain, inspire, or uplift you and you would like to take your support to the next level, check us out on Patreon. It feels cliche to say it takes a lot of work to do these videos. However, it really does. I'm Penila, and this is The Wild's Life.
Life is not a journey to the grave, with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty, well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride."